सो गाइस आज हम प्रियम्बल कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली एंड मेकिंग ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एक्टिव रिकॉल सेशन करेंगे। आई विल ट्राई टू सॉल्व दीज क्वेश्चंस। मैंने काफ़ी टाइम पहले रिवाइज पढ़ा था, आई थिंक 3 और 4 मंथ्स पहले। आप भी मेरे साथ एक्टिव रिकॉल करने का ट्राई कीजिएगा, आप पॉज करके अटैम्प्ट करने का ट्राई कीजिएगा फॉर दीज क्वेश्चंस। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। हु वॉज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एडवाइज़र टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली? कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एडवाइज़र वॉज आई थिंक BN राव। Okay. Who was the secretary to the Constituent Assembly? Secretary was, I don't remember the name exactly, kuch Iyengar, I guess. HVR Iyengar. Okay. Who was the chief draftsman of the Constitution? Chief draftsman of the Constitution, SP Mukherjee, SN Mukherjee. Who was the calligrapher of the Constitution? Some Raizada, Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. Did Constituent Assembly carry out these functions? If yes, when? Drafting the constitution and passing ordinary laws. Yes, किया ही था. Date I don't remember. Yes. Ratified Indian membership to the Commonwealth. I guess किया होगा, but date 1946 के around maybe. Okay. May 1949. That is very closer to the enforcement of constitution. Adoption of national flag. हाँ ये भी किया होगा. Somewhere close to 1946, 1947. That too before independence. July 22, 1947. Elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the first president of India. Yes, किया होगा. 1948. Okay, 24 January 1950, the day of the signing of the constitution, right? Adopted national anthem. Yes, ये भी किया था. I think same date, 24th January 1950. Yes. National song भी I think same day किया था. Yes. Adopted the national emblem. National emblem was adopted on the date of enforcement of the constitution. So 1950 January 26. Yes, okay, but it was not done by the Constituent Assembly. It was done later. Okay. Does the preamble of the Indian Constitution help to decide the constitutionality of the law? Yes, it does help. Is the preamble considered as a source of power? No, it is not a source of power. Which principle of democracy emphasizes the responsiveness and accountability? Which principle of democracy? Representative government. Yes. How was the situation of medieval Europe? Socially, politically, and economically. Socially, there was so much interference of religion. Politically, there was religion interference. Economically, there was feudalism. Okay, socially, religion was dominating. There was no scientific progress, no concept of nation state, and there was feudalism and economic stagnation. What are the solutions associated with this? Solution for the first one is socialism. No. I don't remember. Economically, capitalism. I think economically solution होगा. Politically का होगा democracy में भी. Socially का okay, secularism, because there is so much interference of religion. So secularism, complete separation of state and religion, sovereignty, concept of nation state. Classical liberalism is capitalism. Okay, what do you mean by totalitarianism? Totalitarianism is when the governing authority gets absolute power, something like that. It's a system where state holds absolute control over all aspects of life. Okay. What is a republic? A republic is where the head of the state is an elected head. It is elected by the people. The people exercise the sovereignty through their elected head of the state. Republic is a form of government where supreme power is vested in the citizens. Yes. Okay, the system upholds rule of law, separation of powers, protection of individual rights, and distribution of power, preventing any single entity from holding. Okay, so republic always is against absolute authority. What do you mean by nation? Nation is something like the collective belongingness feeling. It's a feeling of social capital, trust, and harmony in the society. Okay, a nation is characterized by a group of people who share common beliefs, culture, language, history, and aspirations. Okay, there is no other definition. These bonds hold the nation together. There is a shared identity among people. What is the state? State, as far as I remember, has 4 components. It should have a territory. there should be a significant amount of there should be population residing in it. Territory, population, government. There was one more: government, territory, population, sovereignty. Okay, state is a political entity. Four okay, sovereignty, population, government, and territory. ठीक है. What is the concept of negative liberty? Freedom, absence of restraint, absence from external constraints. Autonomy, autonomy is there, traditionally associated with individual autonomy. Yes. Restraints, absence of restraints. Yes. Law, law prevents liberty, something like that. Law is against liberty. Role of state, there should be minimal role of state. State must have limited role, laissez-faire. State is a necessary evil. Relationship with equality, not a good relationship. Negative relationship. Yes. What is the concept of positive liberty? Freedom, freedom comes from laws. There is qualified freedom, focuses on the developed capacity and resources to act upon one's will. Okay. Role of collective action for individuals flourishing. Autonomy, there is limited autonomy. Presence of conditions which are essential for the full development. Yes. Role of state, there is a very active role of state. State creates laws which help in the fulfillment of positive liberty. Creating these conditions, positive good. State hinders the hindrances present in the society. Law law is helpful in the positive liberty. It's essential. Relationship with equality, it has a positive relationship, complementary relationship. Okay. How is capitalism different from feudalism? In capitalism, to get more profits, previous profits are reinvested. Yes. Okay. What are the criticisms of Indian model of secularism? It can lead to communalism, it can lead to casteism. There is not a complete separation, hence it is for minority appeasement. Pseudo secularism, minority appeasement, communalism, casteism. Principal distance model, Rajiv Bhargav. Okay. Does the republican nature of Indian polity as enshrined in the preamble limit the power of the President of India? Yes, it will limit. Yes, this is because republic is opposed to monarchy, vests political sovereignty in the people. Can democracy and monarchy coexist? Yes, because in democracy the head of the government is elected by the people, and in monarchy the head of the state is considered, so they can coexist. Yes. Is dictatorship always bad? There are two types of dictatorship. One is good dictatorship, which is for the benefit of the people. One is bad dictatorship that leads to authoritarianism. Yes, benevolent dictatorship. What's the opposite of monarchy? A republic. What do you mean by asymmetric federalism? In this case, in asymmetric federalism, the states are treated differently. For example, number of Rajya Sabha seats are different. Article 371 phenomenon where different states are treated differently. For example, Article 370, number of Rajya Sabha seats. Article 371. Negative concept of equality. Negative concept of equality is there should be no discrimination. Yes. Reject affirmative. Positive is opposite of that. There should be discrimination, should only be on the basis of they should be treated equally. Presence of the conditions for fuller development. Yes, there should be affirmative action. What do you mean by equality of outcome? Equality of outcome, I don't know. From each person according to his own. Okay, from each person we should be able to extract according to his or her capacity, and to give this is the communist's idea. Okay. What do you mean by equality of opportunity? Opportunity should be available to all, and there should not be any discrimination in this. Okay, Amartya Sen supported this. What is the difference between procedural justice and substantive justice? In procedural justice, only the procedure is considered whether it is followed properly or not, which is similar to due procedure of law, procedure established by law. Then in substantive justice, the main subject matter is considered, which is principle of natural justice and the due process of law. Niti versus Nyaya का debate. Okay. procedural justice was propounded by John Rawls. Amartya Sen was for substantive justice. Okay. What is the difference between distributive justice and criminal justice? Criminal justice, I don't remember. In criminal justice, if any crime is done, then then what should happen? Okay, that justice is criminal justice. In distributive justice, how the benefits and burdens shall be distributed in the society. What is difference principle? Who propounded it? The difference principle is Amartya Sen. Different treat different people differently, something like that. According to different, okay, it was not Amartya Sen, it was John Rawls. In case there is an unequal treatment, then it should be in the favor of the disadvantageous one. Okay, according to Amartya Sen, what is justice and how it can be achieved? Justice is giving equal opportunity, something like that. Justice is subjective, can't be defined. Okay, we should focus on eliminating injustice. Okay, very interesting. Who considers rights are more important? Matlab more than duties, rights are more important. Capitalists, classical liberals. Okay, who considers duties are more important? Communists, socialists. Okay. What is the opinion of Gandhiji for comparing rights and duties? Something like that ki rights give rise to duties and duties give rise to rights. Are correlated, they are parts of the same coin. Okay, explain these four concepts in direct democracy. Referendum happens when there has to be some decision related to some law. Direct vote on specific law or constitutional change, for example Brexit referendum. Okay. Initiative, when there is a initiative by the public related to a new law or constitutional amendment. Okay, direct vote, California's proportion system. Plebiscite is related to whether it is related to very big questions related to the nation, something like whether nation should join or nation should remain independent. Oh yes, subjects of matters of national importance. Recall is who should be the next president, something like that. Democratic mechanism that allows voters to remove an elected representative. Okay. Chairman of the following committees: Union Powers Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Rules of procedure, ये भी Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, these are Rajendra Prasad. Rules rules of procedure. States Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Committee for negotiating with states, this is also States Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Union Constitution Committee, this is also Jawaharlal Nehru. States Committee is repeated. Provincial Constitutional Committee, provinces matlab Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Drafting is B.R. Ambedkar. Advisory Committee, advice Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay. Fundamental Rights Subcommittee, I don't remember. J.B. Kriplani. Fundamental Rights. Minority Subcommittee, I don't remember. H.C. Mukherjee. Northeast Frontier Tribal Areas, no, I don't remember this. A.V. Thakkar. Excluded and partially excluded, this also I don't remember. A.V. Thakkar. Okay. Rules and Procedures Committee, Rules and Procedures, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad. Okay. Rules, अच्छा okay, RR, this is also repeated. Steering Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, Steering Committee is also Rajendra Prasad. Which of the following parts of the Constitution came to force? Citizenship provision, yes, ये तो आया था. Election provisions भी आए थे. Provision related to president and governors, no, these came later. Provisions related to Supreme Court, this also came later. Okay, so guys, this covers the preamble, Constituent Assembly and making of the Constitution part. This also includes political concepts जो आपने देखे होंगे. So yeah guys, you can let me know in the comments अगर आपको ये document चाहिए, and you are feel free to give me any suggestions. आप मुझे comments बता सकते हैं how did you feel regarding this session. Thank you.